All right, so we're back into Midnight Protocol. This is our second video. The previous video we played about 30 minutes, mainly tutorial missions to get an idea what the gameplay is like. If you want to avoid any sort of spoiler information for the story, but still want to get an idea what the game is like, go look at the previous video. From here on out, I cannot guarantee that there will not be spoilers that will ruin your enjoyment of the game if you want to play it fresh. Otherwise, you're welcome to join us as we play. Alright, so we're back in. We have another email. We can see we're blinking. Clover. Okay, Snail's got something. Kraken's been working for the Triad lately, mostly swiping medical databases. Kinda menial stuff, but the info seems legit. Anyway, his focus lately has been something called SanaCore. Healthcare tech or something. Maybe that gets you somewhere. So we're going to reply. Remember, all we have to do is we can just tap our own keyboard and it'll type in some information, or I can just hit tab. Thanks, I can work with that. Let me see if the intranet has anything on SanaCorp. About this whole thing with Kraken leaking my identity is not revenge, you know. I just need to know why he did it. How he got hold of that information in the first place. I owe you, Clover. So we're going to learn about another thing today called the intranet. The intranet is a search engine that crawls a wide range of information sources. Use it to find intel on various topics. So press T to access the intranet. Look through the wires database for information. Press enter to start typing in a search term. Press enter to confirm the search. Alright, so let's say SanaCorp. Let's see. Building report from 14 data points. Alright, so healthcare IT service provider for the healthcare sector, headquartered in Riga, Latvia. Development of an open standard for global medical files across the European market. White Hat pen test reveal major vulnerabilities in the SanaCore data exchange protocol. Stakeholders reassured vulnerabilities to be patched promptly. Former staff have hinted at generally deficient security culture. SanaCorp data centers, Riga compromised, Intella compromised, Marseille operating normally. And so why is that one? Alright, so that one is, so if I just hit enter on healthcare sector, it doesn't do anything. Let's go down here. Let's hit enter on that. You've dug up useful info about your target. Go to the email screen to tell Clover about what you found. So on these screens, if something is blinking orange like that, means it's useful. There are vulnerabilities in this, apparently this database trying to develop a global medical file format. Sounds like a good idea in theory. So it looks like we're going to be going to Marseille soon. So let's go back to emails. Switch to the send emails tab to send an email to Clover about Kraken. Alright, so send an email to Clover, subject, Kraken's next hit. Auto completed. I looked into SanaCorp. Kraken's been raiding their data centers one by one. There's one left untouched. We need to get in there, Clover. Catch him in the act. Send this email? Yes. I spent all that time writing it. Why wouldn't I? And so logs. Honeypot. Kraken was responsible for doxing you. Why? To answer that question, you need to find him first. Alright, so we've done that. We've followed Clover's instructions, so we're just waiting for Clover's response, and it looked like it just now came up. Okay, yeah, that seems like a good bet. Could we pull off a honeypot? Track Kraken the moment he touches it? If you get to that network first, maybe you could install a Trojan on the data node. They go for pretty cheap on the black market, right? What do you think? So, sounds like a plan. Plant the Trojan, wait for Kraken to take the hit. I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, so we got a new address. You now have access to the market screen. Press B to access the black market. I think we're gonna buy some wares, dudes. And so we're gonna buy a Trojan. We can't buy any hardware or chow or whatever at the moment, whatever that is. Trojan, install on a data node, increases breaker damage by 10% and offers 10% chance to stop the trace per infected data node. Takes 4 rounds to install. A special kind of gift. It's a virus. We just install on nodes. It's hard-coded. We cannot change the slices manually. And it has a cooldown. It's active for a set amount of turns. Uses 3 slices. Takes 4 to install. Increases breaker damage by 4%, by 10%, and offers 10% chance to stop the trace. I don't know what the breaker damage is. Guess we'll find out, won't we? And let's go back to logs. Purchase and equip the Trojan program. So that means we have to go back to deck. Go back. Oh, I didn't purchase it. Duh. Gotta purchase it. Purchase the Trojan. Luckily, we have enough money. Great. Don't forget to equip your new program. Let's go to deck. Install it. It's going to be in slot 5. Not that it matters. We only have one stealth program active at a time. Alright, so now go back to logs. Install the Trojan on the Santa Corp network. Addresses. Address is just your mission list. So then 2 ICEs. Trace is 10. I don't know what that means. Strength is 10. 1 data node, 1 financial node. Alright, so the requirements are a Trojan, and we do have that. Let's go into the honeypot. Or we're going to set the honeypot. We're going to catch us a big old bear named Kraken. Alright, so we don't have a trace. This time, your objective is to reach the data node and install the Trojan program. Optionally, you can also loot the financial nodes. You can control the camera by holding down Control and pressing the arrow keys. The final tip, many commands have aliases, shorter or alternative versions. For instance, move can be period, and slice has the same effect as SL or slash. The help command brings up information about commands and their aliases, or even about the entire program. For example, help slice. So hold down Control and we can move the camera around. So you can see we have a financial node, the C node, which I don't know what that is, and then we have the data node. The data node is where we want to get to. So what is our programs? We want the, what was the name? Oh, Sniffer. Sniffer. Let's do, I'm going to do Sniffer on F0. So Sniffer. Alright, so Sniffer. Tab. F0 tab. Let's run it and see what happens. Program is running. No ice. So there's no ice between us and the financial node. So let's run it on C0. Already running. So we have to wait for it to cool off. So we're going to go ahead and move to F0. So we could do that, right? And so move F0. Alright, so now we have to end our turn. Trace protocol is running. So we have 9 turns until we can. So the first thing we're going to do is leech. And then, so that's taking up, so I'm going to access SL leech. I'm going to bring it down to 2. Alright, and then now we need to add a cloak. So cloak. Alright, so we've got quite a bit of software running at the moment, which is fine, if it helps. Tracing, there was success. But we leached 10 things, so now we need to move to A0. Then we're going to move to C0. Alright, trace increased. This said there was no... Alright, binary wall increased the network's damage. Dagger. C0. I think we have too much stuff running already, but we'll find out. C0. No action. Use the end command to end the turn. We were out of actions. Tracing failed. Okay, that got us an extra turn. Alright, so then now we can run dagger. C0. Pew, pew, pew. It's got a lot of damage points. So do we want to just keep doing it? We got a 37% chance, so it's going to take us 3 turns unless we turn off cloak. We turn off cloak? I forgot if we can just turn it off or we have to let it run. Cloak, Trojan, remove. It'll cost us an action to remove cloak. Will automatically assign. It didn't automatically assign, but can I do slice? Slup? Let's see if I can do slup dagger. Alright. So slup dagger 4. Alright, so now Dagger's got maximum power, and that did not cost us a turn. So we've got Trace has hit us again. The Dagger is still going. The Dagger still needs one more turn, but we can turn on SL down. Dagger. We're gonna bring it down. We're gonna bring it down 6. Nope. We need to bring it back up now. Bring it up 2. Okay, so now it'll do 7.5, which is exactly enough that we need to. So there we go. So now we got them both running again. Hopefully it'll work. So now I have to end my turn again. Tracing failed. Okay, so that's down. Now if you notice right here on the access node, I can run interface, and that's going to decrease the trace by 3. So I'm going to go ahead and run that. So now I can't use it again, but now I can move to C, oops, move C0. And that puts us on a connector node. There's no actions for this node. So trace protocol is run, so we run the trace 2. So now we have to run sniffer again, sniffer D0. Is there going to be another ice? There's another one of those hangman things. So sniffer's running, trace is running, cloak is running. We're gonna have to bring back Dagger. Dagger is gonna go to D0, obviously. And it's got 75. It's gonna take a while to get through there unless I. Okay, so we got. So now I can boost. So now I can boost Dagger. SL max. What if I do max Dagger? Oh, I can only do 2 at the moment because alright, so remove cloak. 1 action left, so max Dagger, and then end. So the trace was a success. Dagger's running now, but Dagger still needs 1 more turn, but it doesn't need that many slices. So SL down, Dagger, and bring it down 4. And then we still need to bring it up 1. So no, it'll do 3.8 times 3. It'll do 3.8 points of damage 3 times, which is 11. I think I can bring it down even 1 more, and that didn't take a Dagger 1. Requires at least 2 to function. Okay, so now we can put back up cloak. That'll have 6, so that'll give us a 50% chance of not getting detected. So now we can end our turn. Trace protocol failed thanks to cloak. Dagger is going to finish that off. Cloak is still running, so now we can move to D0. So we're in the data node. What is this? Something strange is happening. You are looking for me. I am looking for you. I contradict you. She had to die. She had to be better. Can I allow you to exist? Can you allow me to exist? Alright, there's our glitch in the matrix that we were expecting to run. Kraken messing with us? What could it be? Or is it going to be some sort of ancient civilization like in Assassin's Creed? Interface. So this is going to take 3 turns. Does it take options? It doesn't seem to take options. We're going to max cloak. So end. So that was still a success. Start of turn, end. Man, they're getting lucky. But I think we can do it because we only have 1 more turn. Trace protocol failed. Data node is downloading. Download complete. Would you like to decrypt the content now? Obviously. Decrypting. Hey guys, I got this email about my SantaCore account password changing and I don't remember doing that. I guess that's because of the website you guys were doing. On that note, the job posting for the new sysop is still unfulfilled. Please share it among your personal networks. Sounds like a phishing attack, somebody being asked to change their password. Doesn't sound legit. So now we have to install the Trojan on the data node. What was the name of the Trojan? Trojan? There we go. Requires at least 3 slices. Alright, so SL down. Cloak. We're going to take it down 5 slices. And that'll give us 3 for Trojan. So now it's running. So now what do I do? Install a Trojan. Okay, so the program is running. Tracing failed. Trojan tick. We just have to wait for it to... Or do we exit? Let's just see what happens. Alright, so the Trojan is still there. I think we're still good though as far as the trace goes. Here we go. Tracing failed, so we're good there. Great, you can exit the network with the exit command. So now I guess that means the Trojan is fully installed. You can see the horsey icon on it. The horsey icon means Trojan, like in Trojan horse from Greek mythology. Abort connection, yes. Completion time 10 minutes. Got another A+. Got all of our objectives. No credit, we got 50 credits looted. And our gray hat reputation went up by 1. Go to the email screen to inform Clover of your success. Alright Clover, we did it. Send email to Clover, subject, bait's out. Okay, install the Trojan. Let's see if Kraken takes the bait. But what was that glitchy stuff in there? I wonder what all that was about. While waiting for Kraken to take the bait, you can earn extra credits and reputation by taking on missions. Reputation will unlock new programs, but can also determine which missions become available in the future. There's 3 types of hacker reputation. Check the status screen to learn more. Think carefully which networks you want to hack and what damage you want to cause. You see how that's in bold? That means it's kind of important, folks. Alright, so let's go to... Alright, so email is still there. Does that mean we have one? Alright, so alright, hope he bites soon. Can be posted. Alright, so that was that. Alright, so... Look who it is. Heard from Clover you were back behind the deck. Real brass neck. You didn't think Old Snail would let you go alone, did you? You know the drill. Get in touch if you need the word on anyone. As for Kraken, can't be caught giving handouts, but that bastard hung you out to dry. We'll dig a bit deeper and get back to you. Consider it a welcome home gift. Guess you're open for business again as well. I'll send some clients your way once in a while. Here's a couple of addresses to get you started. Good to have you back, kid. Come to the cafe sometime and watch yourself. Send a thanks. Thanks, Snail. Glad to be back as well. Let me know if you have any interesting jobs. Send that. Snail is an information broker. He will periodically send you addresses to earn extra credits and reputation. Address received. Mission added to address panel. Alright, so that's that one. Kraken's next hit. We've already read that one. Alright, so we read all these. Please find attached transfer deals for a starting budget. Proceed. Should I open this? Press enter. Alright, so I was sent 200 credits for some reason. Alright, so let's go to logs. So I don't know what distractions mean. Wait for Kraken to set off your Trojan. Okay, black market. Still can't buy any hardware, but we can buy these other programs. I only have 350, so Jackhammer deals 75 damage on 8 slices, increases the trace by 1 every time it fires. Does double damage against wall ice. Perfect for when you want to make a statement. Noisy. Using a noisy program will increase the trace bar. 75 damage on 8 slices. So I'm guessing with fewer slices it'll do less than that. Tunnel, used on a network connection while tunnel is active. Crossing that connection will not trigger ice. The tunnel protocol first became popular 8 years ago, favored by no stealth risk takers. This is hard-coded, so the slices cannot be changed. Active for a set amount of turns. Daemon cannot be removed. They only have one stealth program active. And Gatekeeper can only be installed on an access node. When removed, teleports you back to the access node. Hold the door. Aw, why did I have to bring that up? Iris programs are installed on nodes and cannot change slices manually. Alright, so let's look at our addresses. Before starting a mission, pay attention to the port scanner at the bottom right of the screen. It will give you information on the network and it can inform your strategy. And so that's the port scanner, that's the thing we've been looking at. So trace is 6. It has one piece of ice, a bridge node, and a finance node. There's no previous requirements. Encryption has an encryption node and a finance node. One ice. The playground. The old network used by Snail and Data to train Clover. You might still find a use for it as a testing ground for new programs. 4 ice, unknown ice signature. Ice concentrated near financial and vault nodes. I don't know what virtual means. Oh, can replay challenges do not work. Okay, so I guess that's just like it says, a playground. We can just test things out. So which one am I gonna do first? Encryption or bridge? Small network cobbled together from several independent systems, a welcome refresher on bridge nodes. Alright, so it's the black market mission thing about bridges. Don't know. Alright, let's go to addresses. And let's try the bridge. Let's see what happens. What's the worst that can happen other than we lose? So we have to, our objectives are to drain the financial nodes. Okay, so control. So I can see why we might want that other thing that teleports us back to the access node, because we could teleport back there, trigger the interface, which will do the rerouting. So let's do the sniffer first. Sniffer on B0. There's no ice. Okay, so move B0. Alright, so interface, open or close certain connections from originating from this node. Okay, so the bridge is like a doorway. Okay, so if I interface it, I guess it'll switch from F0 to F1, maybe? I guess. Can we install cloak while we're sitting here? No, end. I guess I should always install cloak first thing. Alright, so let's install cloak. And then we need to do sniffer. We can't do sniffer again, right? F0. We can't remove sniffer, right? Right, so we can't do anything there. We can't run it again on F1, right? Unless, can we run it more than once? All right, so SL down, cloak, bring it down 2. So sniffer, F1. It's right there. Oh, there's no connection because the bridge is closed. But I can still run. All right, so I can't run sniffer. So let's max cloak. All right, so now we're gonna have to end our turn. Trace protocol success. We've only got 4 shots left, people. So sniffer, F0. There is ice there, binary wall. So dagger, F0. Requires at least 2. SL down, cloak. Oops. 2. Now dagger, F0. Alright. I hope the cloak holds out this turn. Cloak did not hold out. We can still hop back over to A0 and end it if we need to. While that's running, I think I'll do that. So let's move A0 and then interface. And that'll at least get us back down a little bit. Trace protocol worked because cloak was no longer running. So let's move back to B0 and then run. All right, so SL up. So it needs 37. So up, dagger. Let's set it up too because cloak's running. So now it's gonna do 22.5 points of damage unless I make cloak. All right, so SL down, cloak, bring it down 2, SL up, dagger 2. So we only got an 18% chance of not getting detected, but we should finish off this wall. Tracing was a success, of course. Dagger protocol worked. So now we're gonna move F0 and we're gonna start. Now I can do this 2 times on my own, or I can install leech. Very good. End. Oh, I should X. Okay, so move B0. So while we're here, we're gonna activate cloak, max cloak, and end our turn. Alright, tracing failed, thank goodness. Okay, so interface. Alright, so that moves us to there. Did we get all the credits from that other thing? I hope so. Okay, so we're activated. So can we run sniffer? SL down, cloak 2, sniffer F1. Okay, so there's no ice, so that's good. Trace protocols running. Tracing failed. All right, I think we're in business, people. F1. So we just do a normal interface. We can't. All right, so sniffer's still running. Okay, so we got our 30 credits. End. All right, tracing failed. Looks like we're gonna get out of this one alive, people. So interface. All right, so we've drained both nodes, which means we should be able to exit. Abort connection. Yes, yes, yes. All right, another A+. 2 out of 2. We got 100 credits looted, and we got 0 gray hat reputation. All right, we survived our first real mission. I guess we could say that. New programs are available on the black market. Troll toll. Activate a bridge node anywhere on the network. When used, grants 1 extra action. Did you know the troll toll is tax deductible? Still can't buy any hardware. Alright, so tunnel. So I think that's a good one. While tunnel is active, crossing that connection will not trigger ice. Gatekeeper lets us go back to the access node if we want to hop back over there. Troll toll, I don't think we need that one yet. Jackhammer increases the trace by 1 time every time it fires. So it's double damaging his wall ice. 15% chance of critical. Seems awfully risky. I'm gonna go ahead and buy tunnel. Maybe we'll have a use for that. So let's go to deck. What was our other options we had? So we have cloak, dagger, leech, sniffer, and Trojan. I don't think we need Trojan at the moment. What does Trojan do? Increases breaker damage by 10%. And offers 10% chance to stop the... So, yeah, we might need that at some point. Alright, so let's look at our addresses we have available. Bridge 2. So that's another bridge one we could do, or we could do encryption 1. So it's been 30 minutes again, so I think that's a good stopping point for here. So next time we'll try and take a shot at this encryption address and see how things go with there. Thanks for watching it. I was afraid we would get some story spoilers. We got some minor spoilers. We got to saw the glitch show up, but we still got some pretty bare bones missions that we're running at the moment. So again, thank you for joining us, and I hope you have a great day.